Can. Okay, now can y'all see and hear me? Okay, let your girl know something. Okay, y'all should be able to hear me now. I have my mic on mute. So what is going on, everybody? Honey, what is it doing out there? All right, we are about to get into some things. So what's up? 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 Ladies, what's up? What's up? Anyway, girl, what's going on, everybody? We're about to get into Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all know last night some people called. Okay, we had some subscribers on the line. People called in. We had a great old time over here after Real Housewives of Atlanta premiered. Girl, we had a really good old time. Go ahead and do me a favor while you all are here. Go ahead and hit that like button for your girl if you have yet to do so. Okay, go ahead and subscribe, girl, if you're not already subscribed. Okay. All right, and go ahead and share the video as well, as we are about to get into some things. Now, y'all, my apologies. Before we get into Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all know we got to do a little chitty chat about some other things, okay? So let me see if I have it up here. I'm not sure if I do. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me see if I have it on somewhere else. Let's see. Do I have it? I think I do. Okay, I don't have it up here right now, but we about to go ahead and just have us a quick, real quick, small chat about Bad Boys LA. Then I'm gonna run into Kandi in the gang. Then we're gonna talk about Real Housewives of ATL, girl. Okay, so first of all, what all happened? Okay, Milan and Kirian ended up fine. Okay, Kirian got his ass whooped, and I just hate to see it. Okay, I hate to see him get his ass whooped. It was nice of Darrell to go out there and try to have a conversation with him about him getting his ass whooped. Okay, Kirian talking about he just be getting in people's minds, and I'm over here like, baby, you over here getting in folks' minds, but they over here getting in your ass. And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. Like, why is this okay? You're not winning either battle. You're not winning the mental battle nor the physical, baby. And it's getting hard to watch. Understand. What else ended up happening? Yeah, they was just pretty much outside for the whole time trying to talk to Kirian. Darrell and Kirian was outside. Then they came inside to talk to each other. Alon decided he was going to pass out his dildos and things like that. And I'm like, I was with Curtis. Olivia Curtis was like, I don't want that. But he ended up giving them a cootie to our pocket. Okay, giving them what K. Michelle say, a hot pocket is what he ended up giving them. Okay, something they can stick their little thing in or whatever. And I was like, girl, I guess if that's what y'all want to do. But the highlight of the episode for me, the highlight of the episode was when, what's his name? Jonathan came. Shout out to Jonathan. That was the highlight for me. I was so glad Jonathan came because it was in that moment that I knew that Milan was going to turn punk. For sure. Okay. I knew Milan was going to turn punk. And I was definitely here for it. He definitely got real. His whole mood just changed. He was looking like, dang, so now I gotta fight him and I gotta fight him. And I might have to, yeah, you might have to fight him, and him. Okay, so I definitely was glad that Jonathan came in the house and spooked the hell out of Milan, because Milan had been running around the house like he was the leader, like he was the dude that was in charge. Okay, so I was definitely here for that, especially when it came down to him. Like, he was slick punking Milan about the room, like, who room is this? Okay, well, it's going to be our room or it's going to be my room. Like, what you trying to do? Okay, why you ended up snatching a room from this person? Let's talk about it. What was that about? Okay, so I just loved how Jonathan was spooking the out of Milan, because I hate how Milan thinks he's better than what he is. Okay. What else happened? Next day, I don't know who slept where, but I think Anthony, Jonathan, I think Jonathan said on his Instagram page that Milan ended up having to go stay at a hotel or something. Somebody stayed at a hotel that night, but either way, the next day, Milan decided he was going to call his homeboy to help him fight because he was too scared. So he done beat up everybody in the house. I said, it's the cap for me. I can't take it. It's the cap for me, sir. You're doing a whole lot, right? So we're going to see on next week's episode when everything, goes down, all right? It's going to be some little tussling and bustling that's going to take place. And I really do hope that I really do hope that Jonathan beats the hell out of Milan's friend and then turn around and beat his ass too. I hate to say it, but yes, squirrel. It was an alright episode. You know, they be running the same for about 30 minutes. Everybody standing in the same room talking about the same thing for about 30 minutes, girl. No structure to the episode at all. But anyway, let me see who we got over here in the chat. What's up, Callie? What's up, in Aries? Honey, what's up, Aaron? What's going on? Let's see what else. Tanika, Taniki, I hope I said that right. No filter, fine. Keela, that's what's up. Okay, Yolanda World, what's up? Lauren Miller, Andrea, Phil, what's up? Justina, okay. Norris, so what's up? Yasmin, what's going on, everybody? Asia, okay. I hope you guys can still hear me clearly without issue. If not, y'all probably would have said that y'all couldn't. So I want to believe and hope that y'all have. All right. So let's go ahead and move on real quick. And what's up, Keon, honey? What's going on? What is going on? All right. Let's go ahead real quick and talk about Kandi and the gang. Okay. Before we get into Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. Give me 1 second, girl. Philip and Brian. It seemed like they are starting to get on one accord. Okay. They're starting to be better with each other. Okay. Philip is just he's making an improvement all around. Okay. With how he navigates and how he operates throughout the restaurant. Okay. It seems like people are starting to take a liking to him. And he's saying that the reason that's happened is because of the, I guess the field day or the teamwork day. Oh, girl, I need to water my plants. Oh my. Yeah. So, because of the teamwork day, things are getting a little better between him and the crew. Okay. What else happened? Patrick working on this essential oil brand was really bothering me. What was it called? I don't even know. I don't know what the hell this. It was terrible. It's a name, and that's sad. It's a name that I'll forget, and it's a name that I cannot pronounce. And he got the audacity to sit up here talking about some damn poo stands for skin. Sir, you're not wherever the hell you think you are. If you think you're in France or wherever you in America. And over here in America, poo stands for period. Okay, talk about some poo stands for skin. Boy, go retire that and put it back in the dictionary where you found it. Okay, give it back and come up with something else. Girl, I was over there like on Bertha the whole time. Like, why are we here? Why do I have to do this? Like, I don't want to be here anymore. Okay. Patrick tells Tori that he wants to do this photo shoot for the event or whatnot. He's like, listen, I want to do a photo shoot, and Miss Girl Safari is gonna help me with it. Okay, she's gonna be the photographer. I need you to help me come up with a location, help Safari out on set and stuff. So I need you to give me a lot of your expertise for free. That is what we're going to need. I can't. So of course he agreed to do it. It also sounds like let me see. When they get to the photo shoot and they're picking out locations, I hear them say Chandrika. I was kind of surprised to hear that Chandrika was actually going to be a part of this. I guess they're all good now. They're all good after the sit down last week. So good that it seems like Miss Safari is going to allow Chandrika to wear her lipstick. And I said, okay then, girl. So when Ty asked Kandi about it, Kandi was like, I mean, they lips been in the same spot. Yikes. Well, if y'all like it, who the hell are we? We see some interviews take place. Philip decided he was going to bring his brother's girlfriend in on an interview. Who thought that was a good idea? Miss Girl looked a fool. I said, what the is this and why? Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. She wasted the people's time. I'm up there laughing with Kandi and Ty, but I'm also cringing because I'm like, why has nobody cut this interview short? And it's sad because it's like, how can you bomb a bartender interview? How can you bomb? Like, she was so off subject and stuff. Like, I was just, I guess. Anyway, bad representation on your behalf, Philip, as you sit up here and say that you want to have, why everybody else looking out for their family members, you want to look out for yours too. You should have chose a different one. You should have chose one that was actually related to you. Okay, but anyway, what else happened? I'm trying to see what else. It wasn't really a whole lot that took place. Dom, I learned that her mom passed away at the age of 14 due to pneumonia. So that was really sad to hear. Of course, Brandon is taking her very serious. And at some point he wants to start an actual family. Okay. So that's something that he's planning on doing. All right. What else happened? Patrick went to go talk to Miss Girl's mama. I'm sorry, Miss Girl's dad, because he wants to propose to Safari. So he goes to talk to the dad. The dad didn't necessarily give him the blessing though. The dad just said, well, listen, if that's what my daughter wants, then I guess it's okay. It's whatever she wants, I'm gonna go with it. So I don't think the dad is a fan of Patrick's, okay? But Patrick is gonna propose to her anyway. And I feel like she's going to say, yeah. I thought they was engaged. I feel like that already, dropped out the sky somewhere. But we'll just see how that's gonna flow on next week's episode. Was there anything else? What's this man named Todd? Todd and Brian. Brian wants Todd to be an investor in his company and only wants to give him, I think he said 25%. And Todd said, no, baby, or 20%. He said, I'm going to need 50%. I agree with Todd. Like, take that 50% because what's going to come from that? Is a lot of success, I feel, based on Todd's celebrity and the connections that he has to the other restaurants and his wife as well. So, and he already got a food truck. Like, yeah, Todd is more equipped, so let him go ahead and just invest in your company at 50%. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for a few years or whatnot, and you could like buy him out or whatever like that. So, I mean, hey, I say go for it, child. Patrick is extremely corny and damn near can't read. Yikes. He is. And I was saying the same thing when I was watching this show. I would say I don't know if he be trying to be funny, girl, or what be going on, but Patrick is like corny and annoying. And Philip was trying to help her, but Epic failed extremely. Extremely. I did like the surprise that they pulled on Chandrika though, when they called her up here and she thought she was getting rolled up for some stuff, only to find out that they actually want to kind of give her a promotion, give her a higher position or whatnot. So I thought that was nice. Yeah, that made me cringe. I put my TV on mute. I know, right? Ooh, girl. And then the photo shoot looked a mess. I hate to say it, but Todd probably was the only person that honestly served in any of the photos. Like, what is it giving? I mean, and maybe Philip too. Like, everybody else just looked so uncomfortable, like it was not giving. And then Safari gonna go take a picture of Chandrika, like, oh, that looks great. I said, no, it don't. Who said that? Why would you say that? That looks terrible. None of this stuff looked like I would go and purchase it. First of all, the name alone is terrible. Terrible. And then you add this lazy ass photo shoot. Girl, I don't want anything for over here selling, girl. Only thing he could sell me is a ticket to the parking lot of the back of Kandi in the game OLG. Girl, that's about the only thing he could do for me. I loved it when Brian wore that shirt with Philip's face on it. I thought Philip was going to go off when that happened. I thought he was going to go off when it went. I think Chandrika wore it too. I thought Philip was going to go off, but he actually laughed and thought it was a joke or whatnot. Okay. So, hey, I mean, he looked good though. I'll give it to him. Like, Philip, you look good while he was out there. Okay. What else? That's really it. That's all that really happened. That's all that really happened on this show. Yes, the little joke was cute with Chandrilla. She was so happy. Yeah, she was. She was really happy. Seemed like things are starting to come together for Miss Chandrilla, girl. Okay, seems like things are starting to come together for her. All right, so give me 1 second, guys. If you all can just go ahead and do me a quick favor and go ahead and like the video, that would be great. I'm back. Okay. I am back. Can you guys hear me? I hope that you can, because we are about to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, girl. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's go ahead and get into some things. Last night, like I told you guys, I did go live. I let the subscribers come in, share their thoughts about the episode. Y'all let me know if that's something we should do, you know what I'm saying, every time. Let me know if that's something you guys would like. In the meantime, your girl is about to go ahead and get into my review. Okay, girl, did I delete something? I think I did. Let me undo that. All right, cool. So let's get into it. So Kenya, y'all know we saw Kenya doing the Dancing with the Stars. Okay, she did Dancing with the Stars earlier this year or whatnot, and she was at dance rehearsals. Okay, with her partner, and her partner is very cute. He's a very handsome young man. Okay, but Kenya, I don't care what nobody's saying. Y'all can feel how y'all want to feel, girl. I really do not care. This booty, Miss New Booty, Miss Old Booty, Miss Booty. No, ma'am. It was bothering me. I was like, girl, I don't. She looked nice. She looked, it's the booty for me. Like, I just, mm. Like, King, you know you done made enough money for you to go in and fix that. But I'm gonna let you do what you do, girl. Okay? It ain't never stop you from getting a check, I guess. That it damn sure ain't stop you from getting no man. So let's move on, okay? Brandon. Brandon is her dance partner. Like I said, he's very handsome. Miss Kandi decided she was gonna pull up, okay? Pull up on them, see what was going on. Miss Marlo showed up too, but I don't know what the Marlo had on. Marlo, what was it giving? What was going on? I feel like Marlo just remind me of somebody that was in a movie like a long time ago, and I just cannot place it. With the short wig, the black outfit on, the stockings with the little kitten tap dancing heels that she had on. I was like, Marlo, where are you going? And actually, where did you come from? Where did you come from? Okay, so all of the ladies are there, of course. Marlo started talking about Kenya's partner and how cute he was. Talking about, ooh, you know what I'm saying? My baby had me some cute old little curls in their head or whatever like that. Girl, she started saying something about her own edges. So Kenya said, well, girl, how are your edges? Like, how are they? She's like, oh, girl, they good. They good. Because, you know, I had went to Drew's doctor, and I'm like, not Drew's doctor. Not Drew's doctor, girl. Yeah, you know, I had went to Drew's doctor. Yeah, uh-huh. It looks like the doctors kind of, I guess, take some of your hair out the middle of your head and then start to implant it up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, then, well, hey, if you can afford it, girl, go and get it done. Go and get it done. You know what I'm saying? All right. So she got her edges done. But what was killing me was when they went to the confessional, she over there talking about her edges, but they showing us the edges on the lace front of wig. I said, if y'all don't stop with y'all, if y'all don't stop with y'all showing us these edges on this lace front, girl, and then had the audacity to do a compare and contrast from what was it, the season when Eva was on there to now, and I'm just like, okay, she got a better wig. Excuse me, she went and got better wigs. That's what we're announcing. Okay. Anyway, so we learned that Marlo is actually dating some guy, but she's not like all in love with this man. Like, I'm not lovey-dovey with him at all. You know, it's nothing like that. Matter of fact, I don't even know what he do. Again, it's like, we don't even know what it is that you do either. And I'm like, girl, we still don't. You ain't never lied, Kandi, girl. We still don't know what it is she do for a living. And then here go Marlo talking about some, well, girl, you know, you guys will just have to stop by La Archive, okay? And you also know I was dating that billionaire too. Yeah, and I got some investment properties. Kenya said, girl, get the fuck away from me with it. Like, we're not gonna do this, girl. Anyway, you're not gonna play with us today. Anyway, what else is going on, girl? You over here still talking about this billionaire from many years ago, damn near a decade ago, and you still over here talking about him. So is he still financing your life? And this is when Miss Shereé decided she was gonna stroll into the building. Okay, looking as comfortable as she wants to look. She strolled right on into the building, honey, shouted out the ladies, hugged on everybody, loved on everybody. And the ladies wasted no time getting into the business of Shereé. We love to see it. We also love Shereé sharing as well. I said, come on, Shereé. So she joined the ladies. They want to know about Tyrone and if he's out. She's like, girl, yes, Tyrone is out. Girl, he is out. Okay, yeah, he gonna be paroled up there or whatever he at. Okay, he gonna be up there. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, girl, how often do you see him? You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna see him like at least twice a month. I don't know, Shereé. I have to watch her numbers, Shereé, because you couldn't even get in order the spring, summer, fall fashions. So when you say twice a month, you probably did not see him twice a month in the physical, maybe in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? But either way, she said that the SEX was good, although it was quick. It was good. She also said that he loved it WAP. I said, okay, then. Okay. I feel like Shereé has the right to say that she has a WAP because she definitely look like she's still giving. Okay. She looking younger than a lot of women her age. So she probably do got that WAP down there, girl. Okay. So go ahead then, Miss Shereé. All right. But what was interesting was that she said that they're practicing abstinence. I said, Shereé, y'all ain't got no choice but to practice abstinence, right? Because he's there and you're here. What do you mean? And everybody else is like, what? Like abstinence? Like, are you, what? What's that? Right? Why are you doing that? Then she had the audacity for me to say, oh, well, you know, I just want to make sure that, you know, he is the same person out of prison that he's been in prison. I want to make sure of that. Girl, you've been hanging on for about 5 years, and now you want to sit up here and make sure that he the same person in prison that he was out. I'm confused, because if he was good enough for you to smash in prison, why he ain't good enough out? I'm just, girl, it's not clean in the prison. It's not clean. It's not clean like that. It's not. But she was over there getting her hump on. Correct. Right. But then she want to sit up here and play with the people, talk about being abstinent and stuff. Girl, if you don't sit, I can't. All right, girl, you got these clean hotel sheets or whatever else, and you got the audacity talking about you want to be abstinent, but you over there humping and bumping over there in the prison. Shereé, stop it with America. Girl, you need to stop. Y'all not finna get that past me. I'm not hearing she's saying. I feel like that probably was her way of telling the ladies, stop getting in my business, all in between my legs, and asking me how things is going with me and my man, okay? Because I done gave y'all enough. I'm not gonna give y'all no more. So as far as y'all know, we abstaining from it. And I'm like, you ain't got no choice, okay? But to abstain, I suppose, but come on. Okay then, Shereé, let's keep going, all right? What else? Kenya. It seemed like Shereé got tired of them diving in her business, like I told y'all. So then they start asking Kenya, like, girl, what's been going on with you? And actually, I feel like Marlo started this, because Marlo was like, she said something about Kenya being happy and how even Kenya is happy for Shereé. I said, girl, that was a little shade there. I guess you tried to say when Kenya, wasn't in a happy place, she didn't want nobody else to be in a happy place. But either way, Kenya says that she and Mark ended up going on a family trip with their baby. And I remember those photos, okay, surfacing like a while back, where I think this was shortly after Miss Portia had announced that she was engaged to that lady husband. But anyway, they ended up going on a trip. She said shortly after that, they haven't talked to each other. He hasn't seen his child, none of that. He's still holding her hostage in this marriage because he won't file or sign the papers for a divorce, which is so frustrating, I'm sure, because it's like, sir, you were the one that wanted this, right? You wanted this out the gate, right? But then now you're trying to hold her hostage. And I'm sitting over here thinking to myself, like, Miss Kenya, girl, this man got a nice little life insurance policy out on you, girl. That's what I think. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think he got a nice one. I don't know if y'all had no prenup or not. And he like, girl, if anything happened to you. Ooh. Okay. Either way, girl. Good luck. Let's move on, honey. Let's move on. Kandi and Todd, okay? They talk about their issues or whatnot, or Kandi talks about it. And it really don't seem like they got no issues for real. But Kandi just said that they're not smashing as much as they used to in the past. They used to bang, 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 do that thing. And they really ain't doing too much of a thing aside from going to sleep. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, Kandi girl, y'all got too many jobs. Like, when do y'all find the time? Y'all have so many jobs. At least you do, Miss Kandi. Okay, you over here traveling all the way to Chicago, coming down, doing this over here. You just a busy woman. So I can imagine Kandi always sleepy and tired. She think Todd be wanting it. I'm sure he does. Okay, but. All right, there's that. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay. Yes, thank you so much, Prosperity Girl. Yes, can we get y'all to hit that button, please? Okay, please go ahead and hit that button. We have over 170 people in the chat, so please be sure to go ahead and hit that button. And shout out to the people over here on TikTok. We are over here on YouTube, so if you'd like to be a part of the conversation, come on over to YouTube. The link is in the bio. Okay, so let's keep going. Marlo is a Muntie, and her nephews are so adorable. They are so cute. They're some handsome little boys. We learned that their mother is incarcerated. I don't know if I ever knew this. Their mom was incarcerated, but I just always thought she was in a bad position to where the kids got taken from her. Only to find out she's incarcerated. Not sure how long she's going to be there, but Marlo has gone into full throttle Muntie role, okay, where she mama, but she really the auntie, okay. Just seeing her pop up, cook these boys breakfast, do all of that, making sure they on task, get up, do this, da. The dynamic was giving that they were her kids a bit. And I said, you know what? Let's say their mom were to get out next year, and maybe in 2 years or something, she got her life together. Them boys not gonna want to go back. And I don't think Marlo is going to want them to go back, because now she's used to, going from a house that was completely quiet to a house that's, it's always something going on. Okay. You probably got this kid over here doing that kid over. It's not going to be a normal life. I don't think Marlo would really want to have a life, without them. So even if the mom got out and she's in a better place, I feel like she would petition to be able to keep her nephews. And I think they will want to be there because their lifestyle got changed, literally. Life got flipped upside down, but in a great way. Hello, girl. It's giving Fresh Prince just a little bit, okay? But anyway, girl, that was great. That was good for Miss Marlo. I am loving seeing her be a Muncie to these little boys. Okay, now let's get to Drew and Ralph, girl. I also, side note, I also wonder if Marlo's sister is going to resent her at any point. I don't know how long she's going to be locked up, but I just wonder if she, like, of course, I feel like sometimes when that happens, you would expect people to be grateful and thankful that you stepped in and took care of their kids. But if the kids end up having more respect for the other person than the parent, okay, having more respect for the family member than the actual parent, I feel like they may resent them a little bit when it's really that you should look at yourself and your own actions. So I do wonder, I don't know when she gets out, but I kind of would like to know more about the dynamic between the two. But anyway, Drew and Ralph, okay, let's talk about it. Drew and Ralph both headed to work, child. Well, they headed to work out. They headed to work out with Sonia and her husband, Aaron. I think people pretty much call him Ross, call him by his last name, okay? So while they in the car, I thought this was so funny. Drew over there talking about how she ran track or whatnot. It's I used to run the 4x1, you know what I'm saying? I used to run the, 4x4, whatever. And I'm like, girl, I feel you, y'all. I used to run track too, but girl, I really hate practicing. I really did. I used to get all kind of shin splits and all that other girl. But that's because we ain't really had a turf on our track in high school, girl. And that she used to, your girl, I used to hate practicing. Okay. But when you put me out there on the field, you know what I'm saying? It was like, girl, let's get it, But anyway, they went from the conversation of Drew being a track star or whatnot from high school to her talking about in the confessional her husband playing for a football team. BIT, when that man said, she said, but hey, babe, so what position did you play in college? Oh, I played wide receiver, you know what I'm saying, for Rutgers, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never get on the field or something like that. I said, well, baby, you was playing the position of the bench. Like, what do you mean? You were bench position. Like, you didn't play. I hate it. I said, no, he didn't. And the sad part for me is that I bet you that could have been a line they got Drew when they first met or something like that. And she was like, I mean, he used to play for Rutgers or whatever like that. Girl, whole time, he never even touched the field like that. Not like that, ma'am. Okay. She thought so. Well, he still made the team, so we're gonna give him credit for that. He still made the team. We're gonna give him credit for that. Girl, you're gonna give him credit for that. Okay. It doesn't matter now, but do what you want to do. What else happened? Girl, I know she was talking some of you on what that lady said. She said, I got you on speaker, say less. I know, girl, just hang up the phone because I'm embarrassed for you. Okay. And then some part of me, honestly, I was listening to it like, so you didn't notice about your husband? Because she was acting surprised, like, babe, you never played the game? And I'm like, you didn't know any of this about your husband at all? I don't know if y'all playing this up for TV or if he just don't tell you nothing. But anyway, they link up with Sonia and her husband. Okay. Drew speaks on her weight loss program. I hate to hear it. Okay. She says that the program is called Drop It with Drew. And I'm like, Drew, you should drop it, literally. Okay. No, like the program, like you should drop the program because you're lying to the people. Okay. You're lying to us. All right, you should drop the program as a whole, okay? So they decided to go off and they exercise or whatnot, but Sonia gets in the confessional. Y'all, I was here for Sonia. I wasn't really crazy about her being the bone collector, but one thing about Sonia is not afraid to like get in there and get a little messy and throw a little bit of shade and you know what I'm saying? Give the people entertainment. So Sonia got in there and said, she shades Drew in the confessional talking about, I don't know how we're supposed to drop it with Drew if Drew can't even drop down into a squat. I said, oh, well, you got a point, boo. You got a point, okay? What was also interesting was when Drew tells Sonia, oh, y'all about to be our village now. What is up with the village talk? How you just gonna assign somebody to be in your village? Oh, y'all are about to be our village now just because they married and they got a child. Like, maybe she don't want to be your village. She got a whole village at the house. Her mama and her daddy stay with her too. So what? Cool it down, okay? So then Ralph tells Ross about working on a book in his business and trying to get his business in order or whatnot. And then says that he hired an assistant. And when Drew found out he hired this assistant, she decided to go off and say, you're going to have to fire her and all this other stuff. If you don't fire her, then you're going to have hell or whatever. And I'm listening to his story and I'm just like, I could tell you leaving out just a lot of details. I could tell you just leaving out a lot of details, because you mean to tell me you just hired an assistant and your wife just said, oh, you got to fire her? Like, what's the extra part to it? Okay. Meanwhile, Drew over there telling Sonya about the assistant and how the assistant reached out to him via text talking about how she want to give him a massage. Girl, what kind of assistant is this? Okay. She says that when she saw it, she got upset. She packed all her SHI and her kids fled to Chicago. She ran away to Chicago. I don't see nothing wrong with it because he ran away down to the Tampa. So yeah, get you and your kids and go ahead and head out and go to Chicago. All right. Then she tells Sonya that he said if she ever made a choice, if she ever made him choose between her and his dreams, he's choosing the dreams. Did anybody catch how Drew laughed at that? Like, that was funny? I really didn't find that funny. And I feel like Sonya put a smile on her face, not really to laugh, but she kind of felt uncomfortable. Like, wait, what? But you're laughing at it. So is it a joke? Like, he said that? Like, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing that he would choose his dream over you, child. Not when he decided up here and started a family with you. Girl, if that's what you like. I didn't find it to be funny. But I feel like that's how they never get anything resolved, because Drew laughs a lot of stuff off. And I also feel like Ralph makes her feel like the things she has to say aren't important. You know what I'm saying? So, it sucked, okay? Yeah, that was not funny at all. It wasn't. Ralph is a whole fool. Marlo's sister will be pissed that she was used. That she used her and kids. Oh, she'll be pissed that she used her kids as a storyline. She could be. She maybe not give me some money. You give me some coin if you got my kids on the show. That's what I would like. Drew gives me dumb vibes. That is how she became Portia's lickety split. Yikes. Okay. I don't think Drew knows what a mommy makeover is, because her stomach definitely doesn't have surgery. Ooh, Ralph is into the old pastor, in my opinion. What? Into the old pastor? What? He's very disrespectful. Drew is the fool from putting up with that. Child, I don't understand it. She just laughing. I just don't know what. Yes. Sonya was laughing out of confusion. Like, he said that? Like, that wasn't funny. That wasn't funny to me at all. What else happened? Let's see. Shout out to the people over here on TikTok. We are over here on YouTube. If you'd like to be a part of the conversation, come on over to YouTube. The link is in the bio. Let's see. Brandon and Kenya. Brandon is very cute, as I've said before. Okay. The interactions that I saw between him and Brooklyn let me know that he's been around Brooklyn a few times. The fact that he ran downstairs to answer her door lets me know that he has definitely been there a few times, and homeboy is very, very comfortable. Okay. Let's be clear. He's very comfortable. What I also thought about when I saw this, and it was cute when he was talking to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn wanted to do something, and he was like, all right, cool, let's do it, or whatever. I thought about Mark, and I said, Mark is somewhere pissed. And I'm like, girl, if you have not gotten that divorce, you're not getting it now. For sure. He's going to hold you hostage a bit more, in my opinion, because y'all already know Mark really did not want Brooklyn on TV. He did not want that. And then she petitioned the courts or whatnot. And now she's able to have her beautiful daughter on television, and we ain't got to see no blurred out face of this little girl. Okay. Now, not only is he pissed because of that, but he's pissed that another man is around his child. And it's typically, to me, not typically, I'm sure all men get upset, but it really be the ones, for me, that don't really see that kid. And then when they find out another man around them, they really get upset. Girl, messy. So I know he's somewhere mad as hell. And I'm sure he called Kenya last night when he found that out, and she probably got a mouthful. Okay. Probably before she hung up the phone in his damn face. For sure. Okay. He's a step up from Mark Turbo from Break In looking. Somebody said Drew is getting karma for breaking up Derwin and Melody from the game. Y'all keep trying to do her like that. Okay, you ain't missed too much. We did a small talk about Bad Boys LA. We also talked about Kandi and the Gang. So now we're talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, and we're speaking on Miss Kenya. Okay, Miss Kenya Moore. All right, and Brandon, that partner of hers. Let's see. Marlo slept with very old millionaires in the day, but she don't have that money like Kandi said. Hell, that would make her a genius handling money. Well, hey. Mm-hmm. Ooh, what you said, if you was Kenya, you wouldn't even answer the phone for Mark. Mark gonna have to call the lawyer, right? Go ahead and call the lawyer. Go ahead and do all your big talking over there. Boom. Okay, but let's keep going. Let's keep going. So Marlo. Y'all, Marlo done sent this young woman to Miss Kenya's house, to all of the ladies' house, with the laptop, girl, opening up the laptop. So Brandon ran downstairs to open the door for Kenya, and she sees this young woman there, and she has a post-it on it saying "La Archive." I said, not a post-it on top. Then you open it up, and it's first of all, what's so funny to me is that it was giving Karen Huger just a little bit. Didn't Karen do that? At least Karen sent it by way of phone, girl. You gonna sit up there and go around and send it by way of damn laptop? Got these folks standing up in these people front door, or at least got this girl. I say, not you wasting this girl good heels and her time, along with the other ladies' time, standing up there opening up a damn laptop. And you knew that you could have actually did a few things. You could have texted this to these ladies and gave them a nice little invite. You could have sent them an evite for it that would have been real cute, or you could have created a landing page for each woman individually, gave them a personalized invitation. Hello, girl, where was the creativity? So when Miss Kenya read her down, I did not disagree with what Kenya said at all. When you really think about it, look at where we are. That's some stuff that you would do, Marlo, earlier on in the when the franchise first started. Okay, you probably would have did that 75, however many years ago, probably more than 5 years ago, girl. Okay, because technology has gotten very advanced. Okay, I don't know what you thought you was doing, that you was going to send a damn girl over here fully dressed like she about to walk to a ball, cutting up her heels on these people's driveway and stuff. Girl, just to open up a laptop. And when they throw insults back, she don't know how to handle them, because this ain't her job. This ain't her business. This is just her job. And she just I just got paid. I'm just here to like, okay, you see, you ready? Okay, all right, then so you want me another? So it was trash. You want me to send it back? Okay, well, I am the messenger. Yes, ma'am. I will send it. Like, girl, no, ma'am. Girl probably was walking over there in them heels, clicky clacking, thinking, I don't get paid enough for this. I don't get paid enough for this. Okay, girl, I cannot. Let me see what else Miss Kenya said. Okay, yeah, I said I agree with Kenya. Like, no, ma'am, this is cheap. When Kenya said it was cheap and you can do better, did she lie? No, she didn't. Let's be honest here, people. Let's be honest. Okay, I do feel, if you feel like Miss Girl is if you feel like Miss Kenya is lying, then you probably just don't like Miss Kenya. But let's be honest. How receptive would you be if somebody came to your door with a laptop, and then you see this laptop, when it's like, girl, really, you could have just sent me this in a text message. You could have sent me the link to the website. What? That would have been better. But anyway, girl, let's move on. Okay, girl, let's get to Sonia. Can you guys, Sonia, can you guys hear me clearly? Okay, I want to make sure everybody can hear without issue. Okay, I saw somebody say that I was cutting out for a second, so hopefully y'all can hear me. Sent that girl with a whole PC when it could have been an email. Do you hear what I'm saying? And and you know, some of them PCs, them little laptops, they be looking small, but they be heavy in weight. So you mean to tell me, and y'all already know how Kenya driveway is. So you mean to tell me this girl had to walk down the hill with these heels on, with this laptop, and made sure she balanced it and opened it up? Girl, good night. Good night, Marlo. You were indeed doing the most. I'm sorry, girl. It did not land how you wanted it to. I'm sorry. I cannot. She was right. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my God, there were so many more creative ways to do it. I am a bit disappointed in Marlo. Let's keep going. I'm a bit disappointed. Let's keep talking. All right. So Sonia and her family, okay? She is a true Jamaican. She's a true Jamaican. And I already told y'all, I love it. I love that she's a true Jamaican because like I said last night, if y'all didn't see it, I was saying that we hear a lot of people saying that they're Jamaican. Sometimes we hear the accent, sometimes we don't, but we never really get to see like their parents or anything to know like, oh no, they're true Jamaicans. Like, so I absolutely love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. I'm liking Sonia so far. Okay. Even if she is a bit messy, girl, a bit of a bone collector, I like her. Okay. What else we got? We learned that she and her husband have been married for 11 years. They met while they were in college out in Texas. Okay. And they've been together ever since. They have a cute little boy. Oh my God, he's so cute. And the dad wants to have a daughter. Okay, so he wants another child. Sonia, really what was funny was when the son and Sonia laughed in the man's face when he said he wanted a daughter. I said, not y'all gonna laugh in this man's face like this, girl. Okay, I kind of chuckled too when I saw them laugh because the little boy is just so cute. But anyway, so she asked him like, what would you want? Do you want another sibling? Would you want a brother or a sister? And the baby said a dog. I said, ooh, that's a first. I just knew he was finna say he wanted a brother, but he was like, no, I don't want neither one of them. Just give me a dog. I like being the only child. What's wrong with you? I didn't ask for this. I'll tell you when I want another one. Anyway, so Sonia, I keep saying her name wrong. Sonia says that she doesn't want to put a strain on the relationship by adding another child into the mix. And I think that's because they're both busy with their lives. She was an Olympian. I don't know if she's still doing it, if she's still practicing, working, and wanting to go back out there. I'm not sure. But she says in so many words how I took it, and listening to her parents, that they just too busy to have another child. And she don't want to put a strain on the marriage. And he like, well, us not having another child would put a strain on the marriage. That was interesting to hear. I can't say that he's lying. I can't say he's wrong. It was just interesting to hear, and her parents didn't say anything. Usually when I watch reality shows and somebody's mama and dad is around, one of the parents gonna jump into the conversation and say something, maybe check them or somebody. They said nothing, and I said, "Oh, okay. So you got the parents that stay out your business. Oh, okay. I see why y'all been together for a long time. Gotcha. All right. Well, I feel like he could be right because if that's something that he really wants, it's gonna be a problem if he don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they might get a strain. Either way it go, girl, I guess just take the lightest strain you can get. I don't know. I think she wants another child. But like she said, when she had her son, her husband checked out. And I don't blame her on that because don't nobody want to have a child with no one wants to have a child and be a single parent. And damn sure don't want to have no child in a marriage feeling like you a single parent when you got a whole nother counterpart. And I think she just wants that to be understood and to be clear with him. Like, if I have this child, this is something that you've been asking for. And we have this daughter, your mother better be present and available. Okay. All right. Changing bottles and doing everything else you're supposed to do. Staying up at night. All of that. Okay. Forcing her to have a child when she's not ready yet would also would cause a problem in the marriage. Very, very true. Very, very true. Them not having one and her being forced to have one. It seems like there's going to be a strain either way it go. Right. So I don't know. And that's the thing, though. I think as far as forcing her to have a child, I think she wants one. I do. I just think he has to understand her concerns, right? He has to understand her concerns and meet her there. Because then that could also be a strain, too, even if she do have the child because that's what she wants or whatever, and he's not active. It's just like they just need to have the proper communication. Right. What if you have a son? So are you gonna be happy with that? He ain't gonna have no choice. He better be. It sure is. Whew. It sure is. Her dad seems similar to her husband, pretending like he'll contribute. And I laughed at that, and I was like, if you do not shut up, because you're not gonna help do nothing at all. And I did notice that where he seemed to align himself more so with the husband. Thank you so much, Keisha, for the super chat. Ultimatums within relationships are very, very tricky. They are, especially with this marriage, child. Especially with this marriage. Ooh, I don't want to see them go down. It's too soon, girl. I ain't ready to see them have, No friction that's gonna break them apart, child, being on this doggone show. Let's see what else ended up happening. Now I think that was pretty much everything that happened with Sonya and her family. So let's go ahead and move on to Drew, Sonya, and Kandi. Okay. He has to prove he won't go back to the same absentee father. He has yet to prove that, which is why she is uncomfortable. Right, somebody he'll make some formula. Sir, it's more than that. Like, shut up, sir. All right, so let's get to Drew, Sonya, and Kandi. So Miss Drew is having this thing in her house where I guess is, what is it? Drop it with Drew. And I guess she doing meal plans or whatever this other facade she putting out here for the people. So Sonya comes and then Kandi comes. And did y'all see Drew's assistant walking in there like soon, like he damn near beat Drew to the door trying to meet Kandi. And I said, girl, he's definitely coming off as a hard fan. A hard fan, definitely coming off like, I am so excited to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and everybody is going to see and know that I was on this show and that I worked with Drew, and I get to meet. Like, it was just giving too much, right? Even Kandi was looking like, okay, like, what is this? Oh, it's gonna be something that's gonna swirl around your throat and do all this and that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, what is this? Okay, so she drunk it and went on about her business. I'm like, Drew, you might want to scale him back just a little bit. I don't know, girl. We gonna see. I wonder if this is the assistant that people were saying used to work with Shereé. I don't know. Let's keep going. So Drew decides that she was gonna let the ladies know, like, hey guys, y'all know last year I had some issues with my body and people were body shaming me, like Miss Kenya, okay, was body shaming me. And she says, you know, I ended up getting the hysterectomy. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if that's always like an end result when women go to the hospital and there's some things going on down there internally. And they go to like hysterectomy. I'm like, was that the only option? Like, could there not have been something else? But I don't know what her issues were, which probably that could have been the best option for her. Especially now, she probably don't want no more kids. You know what I'm saying? She has 3, maybe she doesn't want any more. I don't know. But she seemed to be happy with that, okay? So she got the hysterectomy, and she also told the doctor, well, hey, while you're down there, hey, let's do a little bit of more work, okay? Let's do some more work, and, you know, let's do a mommy makeover. Let's do a mommy makeover. I knew I should have went to Drew's page and just did like a quick analysis from last year until now, because I want to feel like Drew probably did lose weight, but not sure, okay? Drew tells the people, listen, I lost 25 pounds. And then the shadiness of it all, Bravo decided to give us a side by side. And Drew, it's your fault, I'm sure, because you probably submitted these photos and thought that you really did some. No, ma'am, you did not lose 25. You lost 2 to 5 is what you probably lost, 2 to 5 pounds, but you ain't lose no 25, and you're not going to sit up here and play with people. And you got the audacity to come on Real Housewives of Atlanta and lie on this brand that you're supposed to be out here promoting. Drop it with Drew. Girl, drop them lies. Drop the lies, Drew. Drop that is what you need to drop. Girl, I said, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, ma'am, you lost 2 to 5 pounds because it wasn't 25, but it's okay. Not that you look bad, because I don't think she looked bad. You know what I'm saying? But when you put it up against, like, you know, you look great, but when you put it up against the fitness world, it does not look good. Okay? It does not look good, and the facade that you're bringing forth, it's not working. Okay, so let's keep going. So Sonya, messy, Kim messy, boo. She gets right into it. Okay, Sonya's not wasting no time. She get right into it. Like, okay, girl, so listen, I don't want to talk about that because you lying and you fake. But you lying and you fake. Okay, 2 to 5, not 25. Okay, we ain't got to talk about it no more because, you know, I'm an Olympian and I really do this. I already saw how you was lackluster earlier when we went to go work out, girl. So we ain't got to talk about it no more. Let's talk about some stuff that's really going on in your life, because we know weight loss is not it. Okay, let's talk about the dead weight that you have that's a man in the other room. Let's talk about him, because you was telling me about his assistant, right? Yeah, you said the assistant was trying to, you know, she needed to respect the queen or something like that. And Kandi said, respect the queen? What is this? So this is when Drew opens up to let Kandi know, like, yeah, you know, Ralph had an assistant. And with this assistant, she was texting him, talking about how she wanted to, you know, give him a massage or whatever. Girl, then Ralph decides to peek up from whatever room he done came from and stop Drew in her tracks. And I'm over here cackling. I said, this NIGGA was over there listening to y'all the whole time. He knew he was going to come up. He was just waiting for the moment that he did come up. So he decided he's going to walk out there and see what the ladies is talking about. But it's like, for what? Why did you come out here, Ralph? Because you really didn't give no answers. You double talked. You didn't answer questions. You answer questions with questions. So why did you come? Why did you come out here to have a conversation with the people? For what? Okay. He says the assistant said that, oh, you should have got that massage. First of all, this is what I said. Let me go back. I said Ralph is a true liar. That's just number one. Okay. Because like I said, he loves to answer a question with a question. So he's a true liar, period. So he says that when it came to the assistant said that he should have gotten that massage. And Drew said, no, she didn't. No, she said that she should have gave you the massage. I believe Drew about that, period. You know, he lying. And then Kandi says she asked for the girl's name. And this is when he starts to like go in other places like, where's Todd? Where's Ross? Not wanting to answer no questions. Okay. And Kandi even asked him, so when she texted you that, what did you say? He was like, I said, men don't answer that. Men, I'm a man. Like, what? Y'all, did y'all hear him not really giving no answers, not really saying SHI? And it was killing me so because those are the tactics that work on Drew. I didn't hear Sonya say a whole lot, but what I did capture was the ladies laughing. And I said, what's so funny? What's so funny? That's how he always gets people, because I guess he's charming or he's funny or whatever it is. So then he uses that as a way to escape the conversation and escape accountability and stuff. Like, what? Why y'all keep laughing with this man? That's why when Kenya eats him up later on when we do see it, I don't think I'm going to be mad at all, because y'all play too many games with Ralph, and Ralph needs somebody that's going to tell him what it is. Like, okay. I feel like his respect isn't all the way there for his wife, unfortunately, because when she does try to put her foot down, I think he takes her still as like a joke. Like, girl, you ain't been saying in this whole time, whoop, 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 and then when the cameras come around or whatever, now you want to try and get on to me about whatever. Like, girl, bye. Yikes. Okay. One thing that happens when you catch somebody cheating, what you saw is tattooed in your memory. Drew remembered detailed. Okay, he only escaped because it ain't Kandi and Sonya, man. Did Ralph meet the assistant in Tampa? Good night. I don't know. Good question. I wonder if they're the same people, same person. Drew and Ralph is the new Rashida and Kirk out here playing with their marriage. Not Rashida and Kirk. Ralph and Drew may be creating these scenarios similar to the whole Prophet mess last season. He knew Drew would bring it up, and it was his cue to join the combo. Oh my. First of all, it's raining hella hard. And I don't like that sound. Give me 1 second. It's hell? Yes. Oh, okay. Because I'm like, what the? It's really hard, and I don't like that. Girl, it's hailing out here. Girl. She better not hail too hard on my damn car. Do you hear what I say? Girl, I ain't ready for all that. As long as I go outside and everything is intact. Do you hear what I say, girl? She out here cutting the hell up. I hope the hell ain't that hard. I do hear a few trinkles over here, girl. Girl, she coming down just a bit hard, honey. Y'all don't hear her. Girl, I need her to move swiftly and professionally. I need her to move very quick. Girl, let me wrap this live up because she over here showing out, and I feel like I'm gonna have to take cover. All right. Let's get to the archive. Venue, beautiful venue. Drew. So anxious to get to Kenya. It seemed like Sonya was a bit anxious too, because Sonya never met her, right? So Kandi was telling Sonya, like, listen, Kenya is a cool person, you know, but some people may tell you something different, i.e. some people being Drew. And Drew was like, yeah, you know, because she came for me last season. And then Kandi said, well, listen, you know, Kenya is a little bummed out because she ended up getting cut from Dancing with the Stars. So just be mindful of that. Okay, so Sonya, no, Drew, yeah. So when Kenya gets there, of course, I felt like Drew was fanning out when she saw Kenya, and she was like, "Oh my God, you look so great." Hug, and I'm like, girl, cut it out. You want to be her friend so bad. Where's your friend Portia? Where's your friend with the Delilah spirit that you were speaking on last year, but you rushed to go and hug her fiance and said it doesn't matter to you as long as she's happy. Now you're over here rushing to Miss Kenya, the big woman that's in charge, huh? Huh, Miss Drew? I guess, girl. I guess. We guess, girl. So Drew decided she was gonna pull Miss Kenya over to the side because she's like, girl, we can go have a drink. Like me and you, like, let's go do it. Let's go have a drink. So they go get a drink. Drew tells her how amazing she was on Dancing with the Stars. So obviously Drew watched, or maybe she watched the clips online. I don't know. But anyway, she tells her that, listen, it really bothered me last season that we didn't get a chance to make the connection like we should have. Yeah, it should bother you because I ain't do SHI to you. You did that on your own because you was listening to the wrong person. You was on the wrong team. Okay, you was on the wrong team, girl. All right, so it should bother you. So now she wants to move forward, and it seems like Kenya is in a much better space and she's willing to move forward with Drew. So then Drew says, girl, you didn't delete my number, did it? And Kenya said, girl, I don't even think I ever saved your number, girl. That's how unimportant you was to me. But I feel like Kenya was fibbing. I feel like Kenya did have Drew's number at some point. She probably deleted it though. She did. Okay, but it was a good comeback, right? So later on, we can see where Kenya clowns Marlo for that ball girl. Okay, now somebody had referenced, I cannot think of his name, but he was a fashion guy that would come on the show. Dang, I forgot his name. With the short hair. What was that? What was the fashion guy that used to, he was Shereé friend at one point. Oh, what was his name? I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. But he said something about a ball with no fashions, how dreadful. He said it like years ago. And I guess Kenya was just, repeating what he said. But I didn't really take it as her, Dwight, thank y'all so much. I didn't really take it as her trying to steal what he said because it seems like throughout the show, there were quite a few different flashbacks, you know what I'm saying, from previous seasons. So I feel like they was just trying to, play on things that's happened in the past. What else? So she says the room was grand, but the ball was not. And I agree. Sorry. I had to really look at it. Okay. I watched it the first time. I was like, oh, this is nice. This is nice. I watched it the second time and I said, no. You rented out this big ass building only for it to be empty with these fashions. And then you got the audacity to say, well, that's how they do it in Paris. BIT, we're in America. Okay. And it's not connecting with the people over here. There is nothing wrong for you to have a room. There's nothing wrong with having maybe a room set up how it is in Paris and then maybe doing a little fashion show. That would have been nice. I feel like that probably would have sold your products better. Okay, then you coming out here and having these displays. And to be honest, looking at the displays, like it just was giving hood rich like attire. Like, I mean, it didn't even look like Le Archive, as she would say. It was, I guess I just expected more as much as Marlo. Because I had my guy watching the show, y'all, and he was like, my God. He was like, does she always is that everything? Is that everything to her? Is that all she talks about? Like her money and her fashions? And I said, yep. That's all it's about. So when you hear Marlo do all that big talking, I would have expected such a grand ball with everything that she be out here spewing. You know what I'm saying? Always talking about somebody's fashions and talking about this and talking about that. Like I would have expected your event to be up to par, like all the way up top. Like I just was expecting more from you, Marlo, and you did not give it to me. I'm disappointed. I hope you redeem yourself later this season because that was not it. It was not it. What else? So Marlo speaks on her fashions. And then Drew said, oh, she said, this is nice. So you mean to tell me I could rent this? The way Marlo was coming for Drew and said, are you still in the industry? When was your latest project or something like that? She asked her, when was your latest gig? Are you still in the industry? BIT. It was a read that Marlo gave her on purpose. I feel like she probably was focused on Drew because she felt like Drew was going to be a person she could come for because she was already cool with everybody else. She was already buddy with everybody else. She probably didn't want to go up against Kenya or Kandi, right? But she felt like she can go toe to toe with Drew because she was going for Drew. And not you sitting up here asking this lady when was her last gig when y'all both on the same gig right now, which is Real Housewives of Atlanta. So if she wanted to wear one of your outfits on set, then Bravo would have paid you for it. So not you trying to come for this girl for no reason. Oh wow. Well, it was a good one. Let's keep going. So Marlo says she was like, girl, I'm just playing. Like, girl, of course. Of course. I was like, girl, Marlo probably not gonna read that out to you, girl. Okay. And if so, just make sure the check clears. Marlo also talks about how she spent 40K on this event. And I said couldn't have. 25 must have went into the building. Like, I'm confused. And then, yeah, you probably paid for the DJ, probably ran you another five. And then you had some people to come out and do your makeup, which, probably a few hundred. And then you had the caterers and stuff to come out too. But the way and the party the ball could have been grand, y'all. It really could have. But the angles that Bravo got for me looked like, girl, this looked like a $4,000 event. Like, you're not gonna, barely that. You're not gonna tell me it was 40K now. Girl, you could have put that money up for your nephews. You could have did the same thing somewhere else. Okay, you could have rented out Cynthia's do Cynthia still got the Bailey studio? Girl, you could have rented out that. Girl, you could have rented out Kandi's candy factory. And did the same thing. Spending all that money, wasting a coin just to say that you got it. I hate it. I hate it. I think she came for Drew because, girl, why are you even questioning this event? Your frenzy is a crunchy, embarrassing. But Drew didn't even come for the event. Drew just said, oh, okay, so I can purchase. Like, people like me, that I can purchase. That's all she said. It was like, so I could buy it. And then Miss Girl turned around immediately, was like, girl, when was your last gig? I mean, are you even still in the industry? Like, BIT, I am. I'm here right now getting paid to have a conversation with you. We're doing the same thing. What do you mean? Oh, I cannot. Agreed. Yes, she sees Drew as the weakest link, and she definitely went after her. Not 30K went into the building. Girl, she could have found a better building for 3K. I cannot. Marlo is trying hard for the cameras now. I cannot wait for Kenya to gather that as listen. And I thought I was gonna, be like, yes, Marlo. But right now, it's not that I'm not yes, Marlo, but it's things that Kenya has said I agree on so far, so it's not that I'm not team Marlo yet, it's just that it was low budget. Okay. Shout out to low budget. It was low budget to have somebody go to somebody's house to open up a laptop when you could have just sent them a link. You could have saved yourself time. Like, I'm confused. You always talking about, and that's what messes Marlo up. She always talking about grand things and how she spends her money, and get out of your feelings and get into your bag, Miss Girl. And then had this girl walk up here and open up a laptop. Like, stop it. And the event just was not giving like you thought it was gonna give. Kenya says that she said she would have loved to have seen a fashion show. Yes, I would not have mind seeing a fashion show as well. Like, that would have been nice. Or I don't know, maybe not, even if it wasn't a fashion show, maybe real people wearing her attire or something. Like, why was Marlo announced twice? Why did they announce Marlo twice that night? Like, she came out the first time, then they came out the second time. Second time, she got dragged by Shereé, talking about she looked like the strawberry candy that her grandmama used to get her at church to keep her from talking. And when I tell you it matched and it lined up perfectly, girl, Shereé ate her up. Anyway, what else? Marlo comes out. She does this speech. Okay, she does this speech talking about money. Nobody remembers anything Marlo said except for money. Like, all she talked about was money. Then she said something like, the ladies in the back can tell you about all of the projects or something. They can tell you about something about money or something. And Kenya said, no. Kenya said, no, we can't tell you that. No, ma'am. And I'm like, Kenya, that is so shady though, if that's your friend. Like, that is some serious shade that you throwing at this lady. See, Kenya, because of that. Now, I was with you with everything else, girl, but the way you said that, so I'm saying, no, we can't tell you that. Knowing you was Mike, it was giving you really was just mad that you did not make it to the end of Dancing with the Stars. Because you didn't have to say that about that lady. Tell me, some of my friends in the back can tell you about X, Y, Z. No, ma'am. Shit. Marlo read herself. Wrong spelling of the name. Did she? Boy. The added E. Getting on the mic talking about money. Girl. Right. That's the only thing Marlo knows how to do is talk about money. She really didn't sell her products. right? She really just sold the fact that she loves money and she wants to make money and she wants y'all money and she wants y'all people in the industry to purchase or rent out her clothing. Okay, so there's that. And now I will say this as far as what the company is about. I think that's smart though. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with what she's doing because the costume departments, they be needing stuff. Excuse me, on these sets, whether it's TV, whether it's film, or they be needing stuff. So if they're able to rent a few of her items, depending on the type of show, like for example, let's say Jennifer Lopez did have like an autobiography or whatever you want to call them, a biopic. Let's say Jennifer Lopez had a biopic, right? And they needed clothing that matched some of the stuff that she had. So yeah, they probably could rent that ensemble that she says was J-Lo's, even though we don't believe that it was hers. They could rent that and use that replica for that particular scene or those scenes as they're going to use, you know what I'm saying, for the film or whatnot. So I think that is a smart idea. I don't think it's bad, especially when she is only selling or only renting out the items to like a production company or celebrities. Most celebrities are going to have it, and production companies are definitely going to have the budget for it, period. Okay, so I think it's smart. She guaranteed to make some coin off of it. Okay, so I'm like, okay, then, hey, if they willing to buy into it, go for it then, Miss Girl. Sonya and Shereé. So Miss Kandi and Kenya are over there pretty much throwing a little bit of shade about Marlo's event. So then Sonya and Shereé go over there to snitch to Marlo about what the ladies are saying. And Marlo is pissed because she's like, girl, they over here throwing shade talking about what it is that I'm doing when they've never even been to Paris. Okay, so they wouldn't know anything about that life while they over there talking about me. I don't like that. Okay, so Marlo decides that first of all, she started reading Kenya, girl. It's the flashbacks for me. She started reading Kenya about staying in a hotel with a white refrigerator and then calling her out about driving Lisa Ray's Range Rover. First of all, I never even knew she was driving Lisa Ray's Range Rover. Oh my. Okay, reading her down about that. What else happened? So before she goes over there to snap on Kenya, all right, Kandi, Kenya, and Drew are talking about the assistant that Ralph hired. Come to find out, Miss Kandi is quite the investigator over there on Instagram because Miss Girl decided to do a bit of research and found out what the girl looks like and what her page is. I said, not Kandi pulling a me. Not Kandi over there pulling a me, honey. Girl, she don't went and found a girl, read a caption when the girl says, I don't know what that girl said, something like a BIT that could if I wanted to or something like that. And Drew felt like she was taking a shot at Kandi. And Kandi was like, girl, it seemed like that because she said it around the time that we was over there talking about her. So how would she know? I don't know, Kandi. I don't know how she would know. I mean, it could just be a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? I think he ended up firing the girl. So maybe he told her a little something when he fired her. And she probably decided to take a shot. I'm not sure, but it happened. Okay. What else happened? So Marlo returns, and this is when she started to go off on Kenya. Okay. Kenya lets her know that everybody had something to say. Even Kandi and Drew jumped in it and said that, yeah, I'm like, everybody pretty much had something to say. Baby, the way Marlo got up, walked around and looked in the back of this girl's head. Oh my God. And then came back and sat down so fresh and so clean. Embarrassing. And then told Drew, I don't even know what you talking for. You can't say anything. Girl, you got a French roll. First of all, Bravo was really doing Miss Girl in. I mean, the side by side of the body weight. I mean, they did Shereé into when they, I'm not Shereé, but Marlo, they did her into when they compared her to the strawberry, but then turned around, girl, and put up the croissant. I need somebody to get with Drew. Drew cannot read. Like, I know Kenya said Marlo can't read. No. Drew cannot read. Drew had absolutely no comeback for Marlo. She was taken aback. She didn't know what to say. And I'm just like, girl, I need y'all to get this woman. She need one-on-one classes. She needs to get with, I'm like, your big sis, Portia. Portia didn't teach you before she left. You didn't get with Portia. Like, she needs help because she didn't even know what to say. Girl, Miss Girl read you down and just said that you had a French wall. But you know what I love? Miss Marlo, you didn't even know that Shereé read you until you got ready to see the official episode. I'm cackling. I would have loved to have seen your face when you saw what Shereé had to say about you. Oh my God. And then Kenya gonna talk about some, I just feel like your dress shouldn't wear you. And I'm like, girl, that dress was definitely wearing Marlo because she was not wearing it. Marlo be thinking just because stuff got an expensive tag on it, it's just, yes, it's glamorous. Glamorous, glamorous. No, ma'am, it's not. It's not at all. We need Cynthia to come back and give her that tutorial she gave Monique. Who is Monique? Who she gave a read? Monique, who? Y'all saw Cynthia selling bags and stuff like that. I think it's called the Bailey bag. Okay, then, Cynthia. Kenya was throwing slick shade. She actually said having models would have been great marketing for Marlo. The invite with the sticky note on the laptop looked cheap. Kenya didn't lie. She didn't. I think models would have been great because people would be able to see what the items would look like on the different, body types or whatnot. So I think that would have been helpful for her. Yeah, that's crazy. I was so aggravated with Drew's hair because who did that? Someone could have easily styled her wig into an elegant low bridal bun because that was giving pump it up in black gel, child. Embarrassing. Wait a minute, share entrance music is hell no. What? Oh, you talking about Shereé's entrance music? Let's talk about that. Why was we looking at Shereé's stomach? I wasn't looking at her. Oh, you talking about when they was panning up? I think they were trying to give us some type of surprise element or something. But we already knew who it was. And most of us did. I knew who it was. What else? So Kenya reads Marlo about Le Archive because first of all, she and Sonya discovered that's not how you say that. There is no E. Like where did you get this from? It's supposed to be an L apostrophe archive. So when Kenya called out Le Bay, girl, I fell out because I just knew nobody's going to be looking at, like, it's so sad because whenever you think about Marlo trying to sell her wigs, immediately what comes to mind? Kenya more hair care. So when you see Le Archive, all you're going to see is Le Bay. Oh, big. Y'all not going to be friends, girl. Y'all not gonna be friends for me. Y'all not gonna be friends for a minute, girl. Oh my. Okay. Kandi sitting over there still wondering, how is she affording all of this anyway? Okay. Now I know you was dating these billionaires and stuff, but that was about a decade ago. So how is you making your money now? Because if you still got this money and it's that long, then you must be better at me. And ain't none of you up here better than me. So how are you doing it? Kandi wanted to know what was going on. How are you saving this money, girl? Where's this coinage coming from? All right. And then he go, Marlo told us, this event didn't cost some more than like a Birkin bag. I said, girl, shut up, Marlo. Shut up. Okay, we understand you can't air all your stuff out because you probably gonna be over there with your sister. But anyway, girl, we know you can't air everything out. We understand. What else happened? Someone asked her, I think it was Kenya, asked her, like, how are your nephews? Oh, they're good. Okay, are they in private school? And she was like, no, they're not. Did you go to private school? I'm like, what? How did this even? I don't think that was. I think Marlo was just on the defense because she didn't like what people had to say, okay? And she asked Kenya, did you go to private school? You're very smart and this and that. I'm like, girl, going to private school does not equate to being smart as hell. It does not at all, okay? Most of the time, people put their kids in private schools because they can't pass these standardized tests and they know that them private schools not going to offer it to them. But anyway, girl, what else? Marlo mad and she gets upset. She walks off. She said a few words to the lady. She walks off. Okay. This is why I think Marlo was mad because Marlo always does things to impress other people. And it did not impress these ladies. If anything, it disappointed them. And it made her feel away because she thought she was doing this big, fantabulous thing and she was going to be able to show off and look what I did, look what I did, look what I did. And they just weren't impressed. And yeah, she was sad. So yeah, better luck next time. Okay. This just was not it. Sorry. Okay. Right. Some of the biggest H words went to private school. Right. Marlo was very defensive, big mad, so sad. If you got money, you send your kids there. She was shading Marlo that she don't have the money like that. Embarrassing. Don't got it like that. Ooh. Lame. Left my ass off. You know how husky Marlo throat get when she gets all wrapped up. When she hears and sees Shereé and Kenya reading her, she is going to be hot, I tell you. I missed her episode on Watch What Happens Live, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch that and see what she says. I know she shaded Miss Portia, and I'm gonna do a separate video about that as well. She wants to flaunt her wealth. But mad when people point out her inconsistencies. The bag ain't adding up and the math is not mathing. Okay. Girl, she was mad. Them ladies was not impressed. Do you hear me? Girl, she was so pissed. Why is Kandi concerned? Sugar mama birds. Not sugar mama. What? Girl, I think Kandi's asking the questions that a lot of people want to know. Like, girl, what's in that bag? In that bag, what you got in that bag, girl? What's in your bag? That invitation reminded me of Karen invitation. When she moved back to Potomac. Now, was Karen's invitation by way of a laptop? I couldn't remember, but I know for a fact she sent out a text message for one, I thought. Or was it the laptop? But they was wrong. They was wrong for that. They was wrong. Whoever the producers are, y'all was wrong for that. We see what you was doing there because you knew we was going to clown Miss Girl. And Miss Kenya did not lie. Not somebody that's green and got all the coins, girl. It would have took her nothing to create a landing page for the ladies and sent out an invite. Like, come on now. She could have sent out a text message how they always do. Trying to do it so grand and stuff. Did you peep how she asked them if they went to PS or private school? And when Drew said yes, she gonna say you're less successful. And you're like, oh, I did not hear her say that. I did hear Drew say, yeah, I did go to private school. And I thought that they did a hand clap or something. But I missed when she said you're less successful. I cannot. Thank you so much, Lola. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Correct. Why did she only attack Kenya? Maybe she was having flashbacks to her last event when Kenya came in there and said, Kenya, more hair care. That's probably what it is. I don't know why she only came back and attacked Miss Kenya, baby, because she sure ain't say that to Miss Kandi. And Kandi and Drew was like, everybody was saying something. I'll admit, to have your event shown on premiere night is huge. I just wish she could have executed it better because this was priceless promotion for LeBay. I agree. On premiere night, Miss Marlo has been getting a lot. Okay, a lot of favor and things. Okay, the first night they gave it of Watch What Happens Live, they gave it to Miss Marlo. And then did y'all catch Marlo is over there splitting the middle with Kenya, even though you can tell that Kenya's arm is in front of Marlo, so technically Kenya is the center peach. It looks like they got her splitting it with Marlo, but they done put Miss Kandi all the way on the end. Okay, girl. Let me see who's gonna be keeping up the drama this season, child. Oh, was Kenya making the point that Marlo spent a Birkin on this event, but the kids weren't in private school? Ooh. Could be. I mean, it could be that or what the other person just mentioned, just saying that she couldn't afford it either way. Because if they ain't in private school, you ain't really got it like that. And also, here's the other thing. I don't know if Marlo really spent $40K on that. She could have dropped the receipts, but I do feel like it could have been a situation where when somebody is about to get camera time on like such a big show like Bravo, she probably was able to barter with them. Like, I'm doing an event, it's going to be televised, it's going to be this, we're going to be doing the free promo marketing of your venue and all this and that. So if we're able to secure this location for either no price at all or a fraction of the price, they could have possibly went for it. Right. So, you know, we'll have to see, child. We shall see. It's possible Marlo is sitting on a nice sum of money. She dated Ted Turner. I did hear that. He could have set her up for life. Granted, I did hear that. I did hear that. Hey, Ted. Hi. Kenya was right. Marlo wants to rush to plan a grand event without full preps. Kenya makes Marlo's events relevant and keeps her events from being on the edit. Cause truth, you guys. Truth. That's true. She's a money girl, and they not in school next to the other wealthy kids at all. At all, they not. She did. She had them flashbacks, child. She had them flashbacks. But the location looks like the place where they hold the reunions too. Really? Because sometimes I thought sometimes the reunions don't even be here in Atlanta. I thought they'd be like in LA or like in New York. Mm-hmm. Ted Turner has said he never dated or was with the booster. Ooh, not the booster. So which other billionaire could it be? I don't know. Probably the same one that Miss Dosiak was dating. Yikes. Big Papa. Big Papa. I can't. All right, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and hop off this thing. I thank you all so much for hopping on and joining me, okay, for this review of Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? If you are on TikTok, thank you all for joining me. You are welcome to follow me over here on YouTube. The link is in the bio, okay? As for everybody else, I will catch you all in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.